morning to you. It's a beautiful Tuesday. We're going to be spending 3 hours with you today on Wake Up Nigeria. Hopefully you're ready for a great show. It's going to be fresh and it's something you will not want to miss. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. Now we're live streaming on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments on social media. We can't wait to see them. We're going to read them and hopefully giggle a little throughout the day at what you're going to be telling us. Make sure you download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store and watch us from your mobile devices from anywhere in the world. Now it's about time for me to tell you what we're going to be doing today. Being a Tuesday, we'll have a musical performance coming to you from singer-songwriter L. Prince. Now you know how we like to keep you up to date with all the happenings in entertainment. It's all about the celebrities today as Mike brings you entertainment news a little later on the show. Our second musical performance for today is going to be coming not too far after that. His name is Aju, an acronym for Agada Joseph Ushe. Izefwa, our parenting coach, never fails to enlighten us. And in continuation of last week's discussion, we're going to be talking parenting resilience as a protective factor against child abuse. Now for DIY, we have Stella Aganwa. Now she is going to join us, teaching us how to match earrings to the right face because of their shape, when it comes to their shape. That should be interesting a little later on. And then for a chat and musical performance, we have LK Kuri. He's going to be joining us on the show very soon.
Yeah,
how's it going?
Tuesday morning.
I missed all the gist from yesterday. First of all, I didn't get to talk about the match.
There was just too much talk about the match.
Did you talk about the match yesterday?
We talked so much about it.
But even if we didn't talk about you are too late now.
Oh,
we're already
by
thinking
too
of
late.
tomorrow. We're playing the third place. We should be thinking about playing up against Tunisia now. That's what we should be thinking about. So that one is past.
But
Let's see what we can
I
try and
think
get
it's still
ourselves ready.
I think it's still cool to be third in Africa.
That's
I
if
think
we
it's
become
okay.
third.
You know,
It's still a probability.
If we do the 7 times we've always played the third place match, we've always won it. We are the ones that have won the bronze the most in Africa. Yeah. So we're the ones that have won the bronze the most.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. You're still in the top 3.
What's wrong with your voice?
A cat got it.
Oh, I hope you get it back.
Yeah.
So the third place is too much.
Okay.
we can do 1 or 2 better.
Well,
Maybe 2, 2 steps. We should climb up there. But the biggest point, which I didn't talk about on sports over the weekend, had to be Djokovic defeating Federer, and it was the longest match
5 hours
in Wimbledon history. It was the longest match.
5 hours.
You know, so it was big. It was big. I mean, considering that there was a break. They had to get to a break point. I mean, the final set, they got to 12-12.
Yeah.
They had to break it down and continue, man. Like, I was watching it live.
But you know what struck me about that game? The fact that literally the whole court was supporting Federer. You could hear Federer, like Roger Federer. So, like, it was almost like Djokovic, who is a star in his own right, was the underdog during that game. And yet he won. It was the high point.
Anyone who can hold their own for 5 hours, to me, is an OG.
He's number 1 in the world. So, in fact, on a normal day, the grass court is Federer's fastest court, but at 37, Djokovic at 32. You know, I think the underdog here was Federer because I mean, Djokovic, this one makes him a 5-time champion on Wimbledon.
Yeah.
He won back-to-back 2014, 2015, 2018. So he is the defending champion already. So for Federer to even take him that far. So I watched the match, man. His aces were on point. His serves. He had the most percentage of first serves against Djokovic. I think he did very well at 37, and he says he's not giving up, man.
And you know something interesting?
So he's coming back.
In the last 5 tournaments, Djokovic has actually won 4. So it shows that, and the distance between them is not so much. Federer has about 20, Djokovic has about 15 or
That he has
16?
16. He has 16. Federer
but then
20,
doesn't-
and
yeah,
Nadal
so-
18, and Djokovic
The
at
difference
16.
isn't so much anymore.
I'm encouraged to go and get my
To go and
kids
do
to
what?
play. Get
Oh,
my
okay.
kids to play.
I thought you were going to talk about yourself.
No,
But
yeah.
it's possible because
So-
Kate Middleton is a huge tennis fan. In fact, she was the one that gave them their
I'm
medals
looking at
and
my
all.
wrist. There's something I like to call tennis wrists.
Okay.
Their wrists are so big and chunky and
Well,
muscular.
it's a
and I
continuous
look at
workout
my
at it.
wrist.
It's a continuous
I'm
workout
like,
at it.
heck
You're
no.
not flexible.
No, I can't do
So
But
it.
they
it's-
say catch them young. That's why
It's
Kate
a good-
Middleton is actually having Prince George learn because he's obviously a tennis.
So what sport,
Fan.
apart from football,
Yeah.
would you want your kids to play?
I want to play football.
I just knew I was going to say
What
that.
does you want to do? You know my thoughts about football. They're just the same. Look, you can do anything with your life if you can play, but if you cannot, there's no problem.
But if you can
But
play,
if you can play,
you will
just
hone it.
Just try.
30, you can do anything you want to
He's
do in your life.
determined to hone the skill.
Play till 30 and you are set for life. Once you just reach that 30, anything you want to do with your life. But the kind of money you make
Speaking
before that 30.
Speaking of things you
don't
can do
know-
for life,
you don't know what,
Anthony Joshua has been in town for a while.
Yeah, he left last night.
Yeah.
Left yesterday and all
So
of that.
he went around quite a lot of charitable organizations. I think that was really sweet.
True.
And it warmed my heart. No matter how many boxing matches you lose from now, Anthony, we
So
love
what
you.
did you just say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many you lose from now?
Yeah,
I
he said
don't.
no
I
matter how
don't
they
care.
lose,
He's
like-
come to give back to
give-
people at home.
Yeah.
I would have
love
expected that you would say something positive to
No,
him that
look,
may
hey,
win many
he's-
more matches.
he's
Okay,
the
but
boss.
let's see here. Look, against Urize, let's be really serious. We've had time to look at that match. Luis is a much better natural fighter. Like, and he even said, look, man, this guy learned how to box. I'm a natural fighter. He doesn't know how to box in that sense.
Yeah.
And you could see it.
Yeah.
You could see
There
it.
wasn't really much
so
boxing
but
there. It was more-
I hope he does. I want him to
win,
I
of
want
course.
him to. He has enough time. But charity is not also to make you win.
Yeah.
It's a sport, man.
It's
no,
about
yeah.
giving
So
back,
wait,
about remembering where you came from, no matter what.
But his people were not happy. Did he eventually get to Shagamu?
no,
I remember there was
he didn't
a
get
news
there. He
story
wasn't.
about that.
He didn't get there.
It would have been
get
so
there.
sweet to have him on the show. Maybe next time, when you come next time, we'll have you on the show. Anthony.
He didn't get there. All right. Let's take the news now. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has again penned another letter to President Muhammadu Buhari over the state of Nigeria. In it, the former president warns about insecurity in the country and warns that Nigeria may slide into chaos if the government doesn't do anything. Esther Wairala reports. Now, the presidency has chosen not to respond directly to Mr. Obasanjo's letter, but a statement was released and signed by the president's senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu. In it, the presidency noted that the government was mourning the death of a daughter of Afenifere leader Ruben Fashoranti, and that this is no time to play politics. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities have directed their members to commence a nationwide protest with effect from Monday, July 19th over alleged breach of the agreement by the federal government. At the University of Lagos, the turnout of workers at the protest ground was low, but the leadership of the union says they will sensitize members to ensure that the protest is successful. They, however, are hopeful that the federal government will yield to their demands.
We don't want to break down the system. We think it wise. We perceive our people. We persuade our people. We are not going to indefinite strike. But the thing is that the federal government has taken us for granted. Our people say enough is enough. Our people are demanding that justice, fair play should be done in the issue of the union. We cannot accept 80% to 20%. It's unacceptable.
Giving 5 days warning strike to protest all over the country. West of Lagos, we are here to ensure that our members comply, chasing them out of the offices. I want to assure you that after the 5 days, we are going to embark. If federal government fail to do the needful, we are going to have another 3 days protest in Abuja, organized by our national headquarters of the unions, followed by indefinite strike.
The Ondo State Police Command has denied the report, confirming that it has arrested the killers of Olufunke Okolakunrin, daughter of Afenifere leader Ruben Fashoranti. Spokesperson of the command, Femi Joseph, told TVC News that the story of the arrest is untrue and misleading. He said the command, with the support of the special team from the force headquarters, Abuja, has embarked on a massive raid of criminal hideouts, especially the forest in Ore, Odibo local government, to fish out the perpetrators of a recent killing. According to him, those arrested in the forest are undergoing screening with a view to ascertaining what and why they live in the forest. Olufunke Olakunrin was reportedly killed by some hoodlums along Ore Road last Friday. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has received a copy of the Assets Declaration form which he submitted at the Code of Conduct Bureau on the 28th of May. Briefing newsmen at the end of the exercise, Governor Makinde encouraged his cabinet members to also declare their assets according to the law on assumption of office.
In fulfillment of my campaign promise to the people that I will declare my asset publicly and release that document to the public. So they don't need to go through FOI channel. They can have it now.
Constitutionally, the Bureau keeps asset declaration form, and the law says that it can be released only on terms and conditions as the National Assembly might put in place or prescribe. The National Assembly up till now has not put in place any means by which, or rules by which the public can access as a declaration form of a public officer. So, as it is, we cannot make it available. And you have the SERAP challenging that issue in the court. So, subject to interpretation.
United States President Donald Trump has denied his tweets about 4 Democratic Congresswomen are racist, calling them to apologize to him. He also renewed his attacks, suggesting the women who are from ethnically diverse backgrounds ought to go home if they are not satisfied with the state of the nation. He did not mention names in his initial Sunday tweets, but appeared to reference Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, and Rashida Tlaib. The group, known as the Squad, have been critical of President Trump and the current Democratic leadership of the House. 3 of the women were born in the country, while 1 is a Somali refugee. 1 person is dead and 15 more injured after a house in Murrieta, California exploded while crews from Southern California Gas were at the home fixing a natural gas line that was reported damaged by a contractor working on the house. The fatality was confirmed to be an employee of the gas firm. The 15 injured are being treated. Murrieta Fire and Rescue Deputy Chief David Lantzen could not provide any details about the severity of the others' injuries during a media briefing. Roads in the area are closed and residents are being kept away. According to Murrieta Police, Murrieta is located about 70 miles north of San Diego. And that's it on News Update for this hour. Let's take a break now. I will bring you the weather forecast. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at the headlines in the papers this morning. I'll kick off from The Guardian. And I have here, Balarabe Musa urges anti-Buhari protests as Nigerians back Obasanjo. Two writers underneath, or three, actually say Arewa studies letter to make known position later. Yoruba leaders, Pandef, want presidency to take action. And PDP says it's vindicated on failure of chief security officer. And of course, we can see former president and present president and incumbent here. And that's picture there. And underneath that picture, Atiku PDP tender video to prove use of server for polls. This is still ongoing. Okay, and just right there at the bottom of the page there, Yoruba youths flay Tinubu over remarks on Olakunrin's killing. To allow Ruga is to surrender to worse fate suffered by Hausa, says Nnamdi Kanu. Women vow to resist all exploration in Ogoni land. And we have here on finance, integrating financing mechanisms to achieve universal health coverage. All of this on the front page of The Guardian.
We also have the Vanguard here. So the Vanguard has this headline, new letter to Buhari on insecurity. Danger ahead if Nigerians resort to self-help, according to Obasanjo. It also says here, we're with Obasanjo on this. Ohaneze, SMBLF, say we're studying the letter. It says we're studying the letter ACF, according to the ACF. We also have these headlines here. It says at the top left corner, revamping Buhari's shambolic foreign policy. That's a story you can find on page 30. Travails of teenage mothers in Plateau State. It's also something you can read about in the Vanguard today. And on the presidential poll, tribunal overrules Buhari, plays Atiku's video evidence. And that's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
And straight on to The Nation. Labour to NERC, don't raise tariff. Inflation drops to 11.22%. And we can see the picture here, call for action. That's what the court line says. Members of the Anambra State Lawyers Forum protesting the killings of Nigerians in South Africa and Lagos yesterday. And Obasanjo to Buhari, that's the major headline there. Act now to keep Nigeria one. The kicker above that headline says Lawan on killing of Nigerians in South Africa, enough. We also have here top. Let's go to the top of the page here, and it says police arrest suspects in Olakunrin's murder. Makinde declares 48 billion naira personal assets, and Khan didn't support Fatoyinbo. Gunmen abduct Siasia's mom and others. Court strikes out suit against Wike. Sex for Mark. Lecturer claims set up. For this and much more, check out The Nation.
We have the Punch newspaper coming up next. Now it says, in new letter to Buhari, Obasanjo warns of Rwanda-like genocide, urges national confab. It also says here, herdsmen menace growing as president has treated killings with levity. Southern Middle Belt leaders back ex-president. ACF studying letter. Obasanjo's letter, an invitation to chaos, says Yakazai, and PDP supports OBJ. We also have at the very top of the paper now, $652 million needed to reactivate complete Jaukuta steel plant, according to an audit. A tribunal watches Atiku's video evidence on presidential poll petition. Makinde declares 48 billion naira firms other assets. Meanwhile, it also says many injured, 7 cows die as bus rams into cattle in Ekiti. And I'll wrap it up with this one, sad one here. Typographical error kept man in prison for 14 years after a pardon. That's a very sad one there, right at the bottom of the page. Imagine, God forbid, a typographical error keeping someone in prison for 14 years. That's very sad.
That's something to think of there. All right, and then on to the Daily Sun. Anger over insecurity at just above the headline there. It says, I fear uprising at Nigeria's breakup. Obasanjo And the riders underneath, ex-president, cloud is gathering, rain of destruction, violence, disaster, and disunity can only be outcome. Atiku, enough of talks, protect Nigerians now. Let's watch our language. Presidency fires back. And we have a picture here of a celebration, birthday celebration of Prince Obasanjo in Lagos last night. And SARS operatives kill Lagos resident. Robbers responsible, say police. Supreme Court dismisses 2 suits against Wike. Atiku versus Buhari. Tribunal accepts PDP and APC's video evidence. Top right corner there. Anambra ejects disbanded market union. AMATAS from Traders House hands office over to New Market Association, which is ASMATA. Finally, Army launches manhunt for soldiers who stole billions. All of this on the front page of the Daily Sun.
Yeah, that's
Back page,
interesting.
one Citizen Joe. Many leaders, many corrupt leaders started with exam fraud. And Citizen Joe answers. They were even fraudulent in the womb. I love these cartoons. I do. They put a lot of things in perspective. But all of that's on the Daily Sun. That was on the back page.
Now we have to take a quick break, but we will be back as soon as possible with the traffic situation in Lagos.
Time for the Lagos traffic updates on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, please note that you can always be a part of this segment by sending a message on Instagram, on Facebook, or even on Twitter to let us know what your traffic situation is and perhaps take a traffic selfie. Okay, so this morning we'll start our journey from Ile-Epo bus stop. That's along the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. And we're going to lead on straight to Oshodi Bridge. That's Oshodi Under Bridge. So from what I can see, if you set out right now, it will take you less than 50 minutes to get to your destination. Yes, that length of road will take you less than 50 minutes. And I'll tell you why and how. So it turns out that there isn't so much traffic leading to the Dokpemu area, okay? So getting to Dokpemu will probably take you about 15 minutes from what I'm seeing here. But as soon as you arrive at Dokpemu, the traffic builds up and it goes on and on till you arrive at Ikeja, okay? So it's a bumper to fender traffic all the way to Ikeja. Expect that much traffic. So somehow, because of the areas that don't have so much traffic, you'll be able to shave off a lot of time to get to your destination. But of course, from Ikeja along, especially on the bridge Ikeja, you would find out that the traffic eases out until you're almost at Oshodi. That's around the Arena Market area. So when you get to that area, the traffic builds up a bit. And when you're approaching the bridge, that's the Oshodi Bridge, it becomes a bumper to fender traffic again. So just prepare your mind for plus or minus 50 to 55 minutes, you'll be at your destination if you set out now, okay? All right, so we'll take a look at the Yanoworo to Obalende axis right now. But I wonder if Titi and Mike have any updates for me?
None at the moment. We're still trying to get some, but you can send to us at TVC Connect. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC, and we'll get it. But then any of the major traffic handles, there's Gedi Traffic, there's Traffic Butter, NG Car Parts.
Traffic Chief.
Traffic Chief. Yeah, I remember that handle. There's one handle which I normally love that time. I don't see them now, but what you do is that they tell you, they give you the pace at which the traffic is moving. Like you break it down, so okay, it's moving at 20 km/h. Wow,
Yeah.
how do you guys do that?
Yeah.
How do you guys do that?
Are you talking
But they were
about
very...
an app?
Yeah, no, not an app. It was a handle. I can't remember the handle now. I'll check it out. But they are not as active as... because that would take a lot of work. That
Were
would take
they as realistic as that? Because, you know, it's one thing to offer you to take you 20 minutes, maybe making a wide guess. But was it for real?
Yeah. So it was quite accurate. So what they would do is that the same way. Now there are algorithms by which we know how long would take, you know. So normally when you look at the map apps, it's mostly through network of phones. You understand?
Sure.
On a particular route. So with that sort of algorithm, you could also push it further to look at how fast it is moving at that particular point in time.
Well,
Maybe
we'll talk more about that
more.
shortly. Let me just quickly give you an update on the Ouro to Obalende axis. Right about now, it will take you about an hour, 15 minutes to get to Obalende from Iyano. So prepare your mind for that. But that's if you're passing the third mainland bridge. If you decide to pass the Yaba axis, it will take you just about an hour. So you could save about 15 minutes of your time if you set out now. The entire third mainland bridge is bumper to fender traffic, literally, right now. So if you're still on the road, you might want to consider taking a different route, that's the Yaba axis. But if you're cool with it, especially if you're used to the third mainland bridge traffic, it's all right. You would spend about 46 to 50 minutes on the third mainland bridge. But the most important thing, of course, is to get to your destination safe and sound. So be careful while driving, be considerate to other drivers, and be patient on the road, okay? Okay, so Mike, that algorithm you were talking about, you know, sometimes you time yourself according to what you see online. And then by the time you arrive at your destination, you find out that you've probably spent almost double the time you've been given. That's why I was asking about the accuracy.
You know, so if somebody says, that's where it comes in. Someone says it takes 34 minutes to get here. If I'm driving at 80 km/h, it'll definitely take me faster than someone who's driving at 30 km/h.
Okay, so the reason why the apps are still correct is because each street, each road has a speed limit you are supposed to follow.
So if you're slower than that limit, you'll get slower than the time.
Or faster than it.
Then you get faster than that. So on the average, when you see an app and says 30 minutes to this particular point in time, you're looking, okay, so if it's the express, you're looking at 80. If it's the express, so if you keep at that. But then, you know, but then if you are going by just a byway or something, you're looking at between 50, 60, or maybe even lower. So it's looking at that. So if you go lower, you definitely get there shorter time.
And it's actually, it's interesting that we're in developed countries. I'm not saying we're not developed, but really we're not. Okay. In other countries where
okay, so I'll let you guys argue about being developed or not, because I have to come join you guys in the kitchen right now.
If you're driving at the speed limit of that particular road and it's green here, by the time you get to the next traffic light, it's supposed to still be green.
True. So that's it. If you hit a red, you should in a sequence you continue hitting red.
Yes.
That's normally what happens. That's normally what happens. But yeah, you can hit red and hit green anyhow because, oh God, you don't understand what's just going on. The road is just in on your own. Bless you.
Exactly.
So the road is just in on your own. So you can, you can.
Okay.
You can do all of that.
I was actually wondering about that story of the soldiers who took that money.
Okay.
So I wanted to comment on that. So I'm just trying to imagine one of my domestic staff or a driver or something knows that I transport money from here to here, and you know, makes the assumption that obviously that it's stolen funds, right? And wants their share with the whole
share of a national cake.
Robin Hood mentality, or take from the rich, give to the poor,
right?
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Titi, first of when I read that story, I said to myself, what if this guy had gone the really terrible way of organizing folks to come, you know, waylay? You know what they say about inside jobs and all. It's so very terrible. No matter how you look at it, that person is a danger.
I'm just trying to think about even the fact that people are still transporting money in that manner.
Yeah.
You know, you can't even imagine what's happening in the underground. And we say the underground, we don't know what's really happening. Really, truly, we don't have
Banks
all the
have
facts.
limits. So that was supposed to curb. But what is done is to increase the flow of cash, carrying more cash. Because if as a bank you tell me that as an individual I cannot transfer more than ₦1 million, or I have to answer to the EFCC, what most of these people do is they will simply keep 10 million naira in their homes.
Wow.
And because their security is so tight, you can't gain access to come rob them or stuff.
Goodness me.
So
Those
that's
guys probably
usually the
left the
case.
country by now, huh?
Man, it's
Probably left the country.
You got to find them all.
Probably be in Miami.
What do you want to find them for?
Well,
Mike?
you got to find them all.
Because
And you know, like you mentioned, these are the kind of things that a cashless society is supposed to solve, and it still brings us back to the thing about being developed as a third world country.
Yeah.
You know, in other places like that, you can't. Why do I need to transfer that much, man? You know, so but
just feels crazy.
Anyway,
probably get there.
moving on.
So,
I don't know,
I wanted
Titi, are
to
you scared
give
of
a joke.
snakes?
It's World Snake Day, isn't it? Mary?
It is.
It's World
It's
Snake
World
Day.
Snake Day.
Really, Mary? How did I guess?
Mike, if you had a snake next to you right now, how would you react?
Don't say anything.
I already have your reaction.
Actually, don't like talking about. I hate them very much.
I saw on National Geographic on cable, you know, they've been advertising World Snake Day.
Oh, that's what you want to talk about.
Yes. No, I actually, I was thinking about the fact that they, thankfully we don't see them that much in more developed areas.
When you move to Australia,
The
you
fact
change.
is, there was a lady in one of the commercials saying, "It's so cute." I'm like,
yeah.
what? What did you just say? It's so cute, really?
But snakes are cute.
Oh, Mary.
I'm serious. Snakes are cute. Doesn't mean I want to hold one. They've got lovely skin.
There was this
so beautiful.
scary viral video, and the video had this guy, a supposed snake
See, so
charmer.
now they should talk
It's
to
a
both of them.
charmer.
I'm not talking about snakes.
It's a charmer.
Both of them should
Well, some people eat
This
it. Somebody was talking about the fact that it tastes like fish on Twitter, and I was like, I'm not eating fish
yeah,
anymore.
talking about eating fish. There's somebody that we know, so he didn't know. So there's this place in Egbeda. I think it's Egbeda.
Egbeda, are you serious?
Yeah, I think it's Egbeda.
In Egbeda, in Lagos.
In Lagos. So they serve, bless you. They serve cobra meat. As in, it's like wow. So if you like catfish, for those of you that like point and key, it's close to that. Wow. So if you don't know, if you don't know and you eat it, we don't know. Like, you know how we do now? We'll salt. What saute? What does saute be?
Saute is lightly fried.
Lightly fried. Okay.
No, this one is spicy
I wanted
top.
to
Season it.
I wanted to use some kind of culinary terms, but it's not for me. So those spice it up, you know. So you know something about us. I think
The
it was
word
before.
you're
It
looking
was
for is marinate. Marinate.
everything. You know, when you abandon something inside some spices and leave it. So, but okay, so you know the thing with us when we cook meat or fish or anything is that we tend to use spices to cover up the natural taste of that meat or food. So, a foreigner will tell you that I want to eat lamb, so he wants to feel how lamb feels. If he wants to eat pork, you can still feel the natural pork. So it's not, but we will cover it, so whatever eating can feel like the same. So these guys, as he went, the guy relished wonderful meal. They tell you that later it was cobra meat. Like, what? Seriously, snake?
Scary.
Yeah, they do. They do
Scary.
in Lagos here.
Scary.
There are places you can
Scary.
ask and order.
In fact,
And-
I can't wait to hear
Yeah.
what the chef is going to be cooking today.
I hope it's not
it had
cobra
better
meat
not-
or
no,
whatever.
Why,
I know there are
this
some
kind
people
of-
watching us now and saying, what's wrong with this one? Cobra that is very sweet. Please keep your sweet.
I don't know what you're
Thank
talking
you.
about.
But
there.
it's so happens that there are people that don't eat snail. There are people that don't like it. And I think it's all about, we look...
Preferences?
We are all, that's the point. We're all different as we are. So to somebody it's cute and they would love it, it's a pet. You know, there was this story about a man who had a pet snake. And so what will happen is that when the guy is lying down, the snake will come and lie close to him.
Oh, yeah, I've read that one.
Stretch itself. Okay, so but
Titi,
in the
listen
mindset
up.
of a snake,
Just listen.
the snake. So the guy was always feeling cool, like, oh, I love the snake. The snake is close to me. But what actually happened was that the snake was actually gauging
Whether you can
the
swallow.
length of the man, gauging, what it would take to swallow this guy. And actually, pet snakes have swallowed owners before. So
And you know what saved him? The fact that the snake now became kind of lazy with the way it was growing. So he went to the doctor, like took the snake to the doctor to seek medical help. And the doctor was like, what did you say? It does, like, stretch it. You're a living dead man.
same thing,
Can we stop this conversation now?
Yeah, well, I've stopped.
It's World Snake Day.
We have
Well,
to
stop. We have to go down.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have to slither into a short break.
We're right back.
See who is talking about not wanting to talk about snakes.
It's our obligation to spend 3 hours of our mornings with you, and we enjoy it. We do.
Yes, we are so grateful. We remain so grateful that you spend your mornings with us. Now, an hour has just flown by.
Yep, 1 hour.
Tend to make the best of the next 2 hours that we have left with you. My name is Titilayo Oniso.
And I'm Mike Mexicano. We're streaming live at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to send in comments across all social media platforms.
We can't wait to see them now. We have an app available for download. Please download this app as soon as you can for Android and iOS stores. Now, once you have this app, you have access to all the shows on TVC, especially Wake Up Nigeria from anywhere in the world.
All right, so yeah, that's it. So you have to get the app, and you can watch us. There definitely has to be internet. Let's take a look at what we have for this second hour of the show. I have some updates for you on entertainment news. Quite interesting stuff there. You know, the Fast and Furious, there was a premiere, right? So the beef that was still going on, you can see some of it, but that will come up on entertainment news. And also,
oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You get younger every year.
Guys, you guys are...
Speech.
now for our musical performance today, we have Aju joining us shortly. Aju is an acronym for Agaba Joseph Ushie.
Parenting is very important to us. Therefore, the parenting coach is someone who never fails to enlighten us. And she'll be concluding on last week's topic, parental resilience as a protective factor against child abuse.
And then we have a DIY for you on jewelries. She will be giving us tips on styling earrings to fit different face shapes. Diamond shape.
Now, our guest for the day is singer LK Kudi. LK Kudi is going to give us a performance and have a chat with us.
Am I the one missing something? Like in the video, did I just see that woman like with the way the girl was dressed, like in an African mother? It's like, just make sure you're back. That dress.
Was that the mom?
Yes, that's supposed to
Okay,
be
that's
the
the
mom.
mom. No, now some parents are liberal.
Libra, a conservative, you need.
They are.
There's a difference between liberal and conservative. It's not. It's crazy.
No, she, of course, she knows. She was. See, look, all African parents were the way our parents were.
I am the way my parents were in that
okay,
regard.
so there's this skit I saw somewhere, and a young boy was trying to mimic something the parents didn't want, something we all know, as some sort of someone who's stigmatized a lot.
Okay.
And the young guy was trying to imitate the person, and he dressed like the person, like Junior, what are you doing? And like, I want to be like, la da da da. And then I said, if then when you want to just pick up one khaki and just throw in front of daddy's face. Khaki. My son. This person is a good example for you. So, you know, your parents, their liberal nature can come out once you have made money. There are different levels of liberality. So,
I admire many things in many people, but there's a level to that thing coming too close to me.
I have this thing.
How do you mean?
A lot of so sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
A lot of people have questioned sometimes the way I dress, because I do my best to cover up my skin, even at events and all that. And I just feel like I want my kids to be able to see my example, and hopefully when they grow up, they won't depart too far from it.
From it, right?
You know, so I kind of refuse to wear hot pants. I kind of refuse to wear very revealing clothing, so that they don't see it on me.
Sometimes you see the lower part of your bum in it.
That's a hot pant.
Yes, that's a hot pant.
You know, and I don't know if I'm making sense, just so that I can be an example. but I don't know how far they might stray from it when they're older. But you know, you can't really.
A child that will stray from me will stray from it. But
Yeah.
my own is, if you try it, see, I'll replay this video for you when you're 20.
There's nothing
If you
you
try it,
do. There's
see,
nothing you can
let me
do.
tell you something.
There's nothing you can do.
It's not a matter. See, there's something I can do.
The same way your parents were unable to do some things about you.
See, you know
Same
something
way.
about the same way my parents. There are certain things you know quite well that nobody can change, but not your dressing. You have to cover. See, you don't understand. I'm of the belief that the more covered up you are, the more beautiful you are.
That's your belief now. Your daughter,
But-
your child. Oh, no, my
No,
point. My
she
point.
will-
I'm
she
saying-
will imbibe it.
My point I'm saying is this. Like I know I'd mentioned it once that much more than what you instill and imbibe into the kid is the peer, the mates the person meets as they are growing up.
Yeah, true.
That will determine
A lot.
of how the person turns out.
So just make sure that you understand the type of friends that the children have, so that eventually, even if they are influenced, it's not so bad.
It's not about
that you can't
influence.
con-
You will
you
not
can't
bear
control
it. We will remove that influence and re-engineer the
This forceful nature you're having might not
No,
work.
there are some things I can take. There are some things I can be liberal about, not
They will
nude
keep
dressing.
the hot
That's
pants in their
nudity
school
now.
bag and wear it when they get there. You know,
We will
catch
check
it.
the school bag before they leave home.
Okay.
Mike, this is El Prince. Yes, it's El Prince on this one. Now, El Prince is a singer, songwriter, and an energetic performer. Yeah, you'd be seeing much of that energy shortly. He's currently making waves in the Nigerian music scene, and he has collaborated with Olua Dollars and exploits comedy on a hilarious parody song called Accolades. I believe you had Charles on that one.
Yeah, I do. Well, kind of, he wasn't too happy with it, but yeah, it's entertainment.
You should use your mic.
Oh, thank you.
And yes, he's about to give us a music performance. He has an EP coming out. Yeah.
True.
That will be later this year, right? What is your EP called?
Behind the Max, but I actually changed it at the dying minute time, and I decided to call it Stay on Top.
So it's changed from Behind the Max to Stay on Top.
Exactly.
I hope that's the final title. I have a feeling there are
It
two more to
is.
go.
No, it is. Stay on Top, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So no, it is. I'm going to give you a performance.
Yeah, I got the
now.
swag.
So
yeah.
what's the name of the song you're going to be performing to this morning?
It's called Ride.
Ride.
Exactly.
Okay, and it sounds like this, right? Give me a freestyle of Ride.
Okay. If you're looking for your girlfriend, though, I see now, yeah, she they can't cheat.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
We know what you're going.
Yeah, that's what it
Okay,
is.
so how long have you been doing music now?
For 8 years now.
8 years professionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow. Why has it taken you so long to really take your craft more seriously?
Okay, you know, it's when you fall into the wrong management, the wrong hands, they definitely gonna set a whole lot of things for you that will make you feel like you're not doing too good with what you want, you know. But as an artist, you don't give up in what you believe in. So this is me doing my comeback in the industry.
Okay, so this is more like you reinventing yourself.
Exactly.
You finally have the kind of management you need, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I take it you've probably done several performances on stage and different places. Which one is the most remarkable for you so far?
Okay, I would say the Nigeria FM, Beat FM concert at Yanukbaja, the NYC concert.
Okay.
You know, like, it's a song that doesn't have a video.
Okay.
It's called Sister.
Sister.
Yes.
Aha.
So when I went on stage to do it,
Okay.
like, people were screaming, you know, like, you have to, like, promote the song to a certain stage for people to relate to it
I
that
can
much.
imagine.
So, but it was amazing.
Well, brother, I'm going to let you do your performance right
Oh,
now.
I get that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so
That's
it's
cool.
over to our
That's cool.
Prince.
Thank you. Thank you.
Una too like bad things.
Roach Beats.
Yeah. Baby, one corner, they worry you. Every day, they shock you. You say you want to, baby, come through. Say your name, not John Doe. Baby, one corner, they worry you. Every day.
My name is Aremu Anoluwapo. I'm a student of the Department of Linguistics, African and Asian Studies, University of Lagos. Yoruba Lingo is a word cross board game built with the Yoruba language. So it is the first African indigenous word cross board game. So it was built to facilitate the spirit of learning and fun. Building Yoruba Lingo took about 14 months. Then within those 14 months, we built the tiles, the board, and other things that it's required for the game to be properly made. First, I was using papers to design the tiles. So I would use my biro to write letters and figures. Then I'll cut it to the sizes that I think it's okay. So after doing that, then I moved ahead to build the board with cardboard. So I use blue, black, and red pen to draw the lines. So we have about 21 by 21 cubes. So the total is about 400 and something cubes on the board. I also discovered that students they prefer speaking English compared to our native African languages. So I just thought bringing up an idea like this might give them zeal to learn the Yoruba language. So it's about putting what they might have interest in. You know, if you have interest in something, it would prompt you to, go deep into what the thing is about. The numbers of people that can play the Yoruba Lingo game ranges from at least 2 to 5. So it's just about pulling letters from the sack, then you put it on your rack, or a kind of small plastic that we would give in the game. Then you arrange it, then you use those alphabets to form words, then you place it on the tiles like a normal word cross game. You can, the words that you can find on the Yoruba Lingo game is vast. You can find any Yoruba language word on it. So you can't really say the amount of words in a particular language. It is not possible. So there are numerous words that can be played. Once it is valid, it is playable. On the Yoruba Lingo board, we had Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ lẹ́tà, Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ lẹ́tà lẹ́ẹ̀mejì, Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ lẹ́tà lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta, Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mejì, Ìsọdọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Those ones are to give points to the alphabets with figures on the tiles that you are dropping on those boards, just like the normal word cross board games that we have all over the world. What we hope to get, what I hope rather to get from Yoruba Lingo is that I'm hoping to reduce the negative attitude of people towards African languages in general and to the Yoruba language in particular. Then also to create a kind of avenue to ease the acquisition of second language learners of the language. Then to also present African languages on a better platform. Because if we are having innovative ideas like this, African native speakers would be encouraged. I feel they will be encouraged to make use of their languages.
All right, that was really fantastic, wasn't it? Wow. Anyway, it's time for us to give you our second performance for today. And here to perform Send Down the Rain is the reason it's raining. But here to perform Send Down the Rain is Aju. His full name is Agaba Joseph Uche. He is an Afropop artist who has a considerable number of singles to his name. So Aju, why now? Why? What did we do to you? See the way it's raining cats and dogs.
The rainmaker is here, man. Yes.
I'm never going to invite you to any event I have.
Whenever I come through, whenever I do this song, the rain has to come down.
Indeed.
You know, my Jack Fashek era is gone. Now is my time. So
it's Aju's time.
Yeah, we're making it rain, man. We're making it rain.
The Send Down the Rain, is it quite similar to, is it like a cover of Majek Fashek's
No,
original?
it's not. It's not. It's an original song. Much respect, much love to Majek. Okay. You know, he's been an influence. God bless him. But this is an original song.
Now, this is an Afro reggae song.
Yeah,
But you're known more for Afro pop. Is this more like getting out of your genre, or is just something you can also handle?
Well, basically, this is me just having fun and passing the right message. Yeah. So whatever the genre is supposed to be, as long as I can vibe to it and I can educate and edify my fans and my audience. Why?
Okay. And now, Aju, I know you've been in the music industry for about 4 years now.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you? Has it been more of struggling, or it's been smooth sailing, or how would you describe the Nigerian music industry as an upcoming artist?
Well, I have been taught not to talk negative, but but basically it's been a war.
War.
Yeah, because it's not easy to compete with these guys up there. They have record labels, they have top management, they have finance, they have everything. Me, I'm a K2 boy. There are no labels around here, man.
Yeah.
There are no labels around here. You know, all our investors do is wake up in the morning, eat asu and drink beer. Nobody looks down on the young people coming up, you know, around here. So we have to go out. And those guys are going out to me. They have cousins, they have nephews, they have nieces that are also into music.
Yeah.
So before they even look at you, they want to take care of their own first. And you know, nepotism has been a problem in the industry.
Okay.
You know, so
okay. I hope it's something that gets fixed. And talking about the industry, the music industry as a whole, local, foreign, who are your biggest influences?
I would say, I don't want to use the word local. I would say one of my Nigerian influences, I would say, is Timi Dakolo.
Timi Dakolo?
Yeah,
what do you like about Timi Dakolo?
His music. His music is original, it's real. It's if you know what real music is, if you know what good sound is supposed to be. Ordinarily, I would have said Davido, Wizkid, I would have said Banky W or Two Face.
That's what most people would expect from you, really.
But you know, Timi Dakolo has made it a point that he has to project quality music.
Wow.
So I try my best with the little resources I have
to
make sure I put out good music.
Since you don't want to say local and foreign, so we'll say international artists.
Yeah.
What international artist is your influence?
I would say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Sean Carter.
But you don't rap.
I don't rap now, but...
Is it a personality?
Yeah.
Okay, so music-wise, is Timi Dakolo for you. Yeah. Personality-wise in the industry is Jay-Z. Why Jay-Z?
Yeah, because this is a young man that, you know, going through his story, found out that, you know, he had nothing. Just like me, from the streets. You know, and today he's living in, you know, penthouse, pent suite. Wow. He's worth like $1 billion. You know what I like about what you said?
Just like you from the street. So that's the motivation for you.
Yeah. I'm inspired by him every time. Every time he drops a quote, every time he drops a song, you know, he shows me a picture of where I could be if I keep working hard. Nice. Of what I could achieve if I keep working hard.
So in 10 years' time, it could be the one with Rihanna, since Jay-Z already has Beyonce.
Rihanna is a long shot, yo. But
you never can say. Never say never.
Yo, if I can have Rihanna,
send down the rain.
Don't worry about the Grammys.
As you are singing the song, make sure the rain goes.
No. It will pour heavily and then it will stop.
This guy is just going to make
there are a lot of farmers that want this rain.
Pray make I fall, I swear you dey waste your time. If you dey pray make I dull, I swear you dey waste your time. If you dey pray make I die, I swear you dey waste your time. If you dey pray make I cry, cash, I swear you dey waste your time. Send down the rain, oh, send down the rain, oh yeah. Make it wash all my tears, make water carry them go. Send down the rain, oh, send down the rain, yeah. Make it wash all my pains, make water.
You know that saying, it's never too late to live your dreams? Well, it's good to hear these things on repeat. But what's better is seeing them.
Nǹkan tó jẹ́ ìpín mi àti amóhùnmáwòrán ni iṣẹ́ model.
Meet Abimbola Olayinka, a 70-year-old woman, grandmother, mother, aunt, sister, and model. That's right, she makes a living as the object of a photographer's loving lenses. Segilola was the project that propelled her into the limelight and jump-started her career as a model.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ model yìí wọ́n á máa ṣíra sílẹ̀, wọ́n á rò pé bóyá ńgbà tán gbọ́yàn síta ló máa fọ́nì àbí nǹkan kan. Irú yẹn ò wáyé. Nítorí wípé à ń láti kọ́ wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wípé kò dìgbà tá a bá larí mọ́lẹ̀ kí ohun tọ́lọ́run máa ṣe tó ṣe.
But just before that happened, Idowola Tosin was the personality with foresight who saw potential when he looked at his aged mother.
We did a project. I tagged it Segilola. Before we did the project, I did it with a friend. She's a photographer. We thought about shooting elderly women, elderly people basically, because we noticed that some elderly people are neglected by their children. And there was a sad story of a friend that his mom passed on and they couldn't get pictures of her for the obituary. So we thought about, okay, let's just take pictures of some elderly women. So I approached some women, they declined. And then I remembered that my mom is a bit old, so we did the first project with her and then it went viral and that was it. Okay, so when we did the Segilola project, I never knew it was going to go viral actually. I just took the picture for the love of it. And then before I knew it, so many top blogs picked it. And before you know it, a lot of people wanted to see more of our pictures. And I just thought, okay, so why not just allow her continue with the business? And she's been doing well with it.
And with a team of like-minded individuals, they were able to make a success of her first project.
She's like a model now to me. She happens to be the model of my friend, who is the hairstylist. So when we first met and we got on set, it was like there was this synergy between us and her because she's like a model to us. So it's been beautiful all through. Everybody has their drama, their time, but we enjoy it, so that's why she's human.
When I first saw her pictures online, I didn't know who she was. And I was already speaking, I was already working with her son already. Until he now said that, oh, okay, please, I want us to shoot this for my mom. And this is my mom. I was like, oh, is this your mom? I've been seeing a picture everywhere. He was like, yes, my mom. So I was like, okay, fine, let's shoot it. So he came up to me with an idea. We're supposed to shoot something of that was going to represent 3 generations as a mother, a daughter, and a grandchild. The picture went really viral. Since then, I think we've shot like 4 more times since then, and all our pictures always go viral in one point or another. It's been really fun.
Naturally, she became a social media sensation when the slides of her first job hit the internet.
Iṣẹ́ tí mò ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, ó fẹ́ jẹ mọ́ tí ó jẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká torí sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ni mí. Ṣùgbọ́n ìyàtọ̀ tó wá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ni wípé iṣẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa pàdé mi lórí stage, ẹni bá pàdé mi lórí stage ló máa mọ̀ mí. Àfi tó bá yẹ pé àwọn tó pè mí síṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n pe àwọn amóhùnmáwòrán kó wá gbé nǹkan táwọn ń ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká ni ó ń wọnú gbogbo amóhùnmáwòrán alágbérìn tí ẹ̀ ń pè ní set yẹn so lọ́tún lọ́sì ni wọ́n ń pè.
We feel what we should. We're storytellers. We don't just come and because we want to make beautiful pictures, we just should know. We feel it. When we feel, okay, this is what we feel at this point, how do we put it, or how do we let other people hear about it? We sit down and say, okay, this is what we want to shoot. How do we want her to look? Now we talk about the makeup, we talk about the hair. It's a whole lot of process.
I like it.
As a professional, when you're trying to create a mood board, you don't just pick images offline and say you must do this. You have to look at the model in question to know, okay, can she do this? Can she translate the story? So everything we're trying to make her shoot is something we know that is age appropriate.
This amazing woman's story is all the inspiration we need to get out there and make our own dreams come true.
I'd like to call Nigeria a situation. I don't think Nigeria is a country. I feel like whatever situation you find yourself in, try and build up out of it. Now, as Nigeria being a situation, and she has seen something that can most likely put food on her table and make her bank accounts fatter. But whatever I see for her is that she makes more money from this. Not just about, because whatever you're doing that's not making you money should not be done.
I'm excited for her, actually, because you know, everybody thought when you are old, you should be home taking care of your grandchildren. And right now, I see her more excited on set when we shoot. And she has to be among young people most of the time. I'm happy that she's, at this age of her life, she's still having that fun. And I'm grateful that she's into it as well.
Ó sì nǹkan tí èèyàn dàgbà jùlọ ohun tí èèyàn dàgbà jùlọ ni nǹkan tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ bá ènìyàn nídìí ẹ̀ bíi pé kágbàlagbà nítorí pé òun fẹ́ ṣe modern thing kó wá lọ wọ pátá bóyá nítorí pé wọ́n sọ fún yín pé màmá o tẹ́ bá lè wọ pátá nìkan á fún yín ní 10 million bí èèyàn bá san 100 million mi ì ní wọ pátá fún.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at stories making rounds in the entertainment scene. And you might have heard about Justin Bieber and Tom Cruise wanting to fight. Well, every blockbuster fight needs a big-time promoter, and Floyd Mayweather tells TMZ Sports that he is the guy for Justin Bieber's potential fight against Tom Cruise. Now, there have been serious talks about setting up a fight between the 25-year-old singer and the 57-year-old movie superstar after Biebs playfully tweeted about wanting a piece of Tom Cruise last month. Dana White, who was tagged in Bieber's initial post about the dream fight, has said he'd be down to make it happen and predicted it will be the biggest fight in UFC history. John Cena, of course, has joined the Fast and Furious franchise, but while Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham explored the fun spinning out of a long-running franchise with Hobbs and Shaw, John Cena is getting ready for his Fast and Furious debut in this first glimpse of the wrestler and actor with the rest of the cast of Fast and Furious 9. In a short clip and photograph, Cena is seen celebrating with the cast in honor of franchise star Michelle Rodriguez's 41st birthday. The film will mark Rodriguez's 6th turn in the franchise. She and Cena are joining the film and the birthday celebration by Vin Diesel, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Nathalie Emmanuel, and fellow franchise newcomer Anna Sawai. Charlize Theron and Helen Mirren also star. Let's take a look at that birthday shout-out that has Cena somewhere in there.
My God. Oh my God.
Yes, yes.
My God.
Keep getting younger every year.
Guys, you guys are.
Speech.
God, how many years has it been that we've been at this? I think it's almost 18 years. 18, right? Godmama's in there. Look at yeah, we got Santa in the house. What? I mean, wow. What does this mean? It means everything. I just never expected to be
around so many people that I love and really care about. And I'm super grateful for every opportunity to keep coming back and working with you guys. And it feels weird that you're all staring at me right now. I really don't like attention.
Moving on from that, pop queen Beyoncé commanded attention at the European premiere of a live-action remake of The Lion King, which took place at the Odeon Lux, a cinema in Leicester Square on Sunday night. The 37-year-old singer and mother of 3 who plays Nala in the Disney screenplay wore a gold asymmetric gown with a very revealing thigh-high split. She also accessorized her look with diamond earrings and rocked a pair of silver stilettos. Beyoncé was joined by her husband, rapper Jay-Z, who decked out in a black suit. Look at how they look. Don't they just look lovely? Well, Lion King, of course, will be opening by next week. You can check it out in Nigeria, across cinemas. And yeah, I'll talk about that movie sometime. I'll do a review of that one. You watch out for that one. And on my YouTube page also, you can watch out for it. Okay, moving on from that to local news now. Jide Kosoko gives a reason why actresses are sexually molested. The veteran actor and filmmaker has shared his thoughts about incessant allegations of sexual harassment in the Nigerian movie industry. The actor in an interview said he has not really noticed sexual harassment cases in the industry. That's quite interesting. Now, the respected actor, however, had added that any young actress that crashes into the industry and lobbies for roles to get famous without passing through the normal training will be harassed. Now, that is a normal situation in any industry. According to him, in his words, you tend to see people trying to fight their way up by hook or crook. However, I have not really noticed sexual harassment in the industry. Yes, I have seen some artists dating one another, but harassment is another issue. I always tell the young girls in the industry that if you get crashed, they will harass you. If you want to lobby yourself and sell your body to become famous without passing through the normal training, things like that will happen to you, end quote. All right. I hope you're able to pick up something there for you up-and-coming actresses. That's some word from a veteran. Well, that's all we can take on entertainment news and the end of the second hour of the show. Don't go away. We've got 45 minutes more to go. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning so far. Now, it has some slight showers, drizzles outside, just very slight, but just very cool atmosphere. Weather for only you, don't say it's for two. Just ourselves and you.
We had an artist just sing a song saying "Send down the rain," and you're saying we had drizzle.
Yeah, drizzle's really, just very, you know.
Really, it worked.
Yeah. So the guy is actually, he's making it happen. He really brought down the rain.
Nice.
Right? Nah. Okay, of course, in Wake Up Nigeria, beautiful things become even more beautiful.
Quite a number of things, really interesting stuff still to come. My name is Titilaya Onyison.
I'm Mike Messi-Kenor. You can also watch the show live via streaming at tvcontinental.tv, on Facebook at TVC Connect. If you want to send in comments, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
You need to remember the TVC app is available for download. Please go to the iOS store or the Android store to download this app so you can watch Wake Up Nigeria and so many other great TVC programs.
Okay, now still to come on the show, we will be joined by LK Kudi for a musical performance. I will also be talking to him, but just before that, there is a DIY. What you just saw there? There's a DIY, right?
Yeah.
Are we still talking about shapes of faces and earrings, right?
So
what's the shape of your face?
I think the shape of my face is oblong.
Oblong?
Oblong, yeah.
Is it a shape?
Oblong.
Oblong, eh?
I know there's oblong face,
oblong,
but like
yeah.
when you're talking about shapes of faces.
It's close to like an egg shape,
Yeah.
but then a little square at the top.
Square?
So like a little, like flatter top. Yeah, oblong shape.
Oblong, yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Oblong.
Sorry.
It also means that there are some things I can't wear, but I can pull off huge earrings, but I just don't like them. But they say people with round faces shouldn't wear really big earrings because it's like your face is round and the earrings are round and it just doesn't make sense.
Quite honestly, I don't know the shape of my face. I'll tell you why. Sometimes I look like I'm heart-shaped. Sometimes I look like I have an oval face. Sometimes it looks like I have a round face. So I'll just say I have a face.
I wanted to mention something. So one of the reasons why I'm kind of struggling with my voice now is because I had an event on Sunday, a very energetic event called the Afro Prom 2019. And I think it's an amazing initiative. A lot of young people between age 13 and 17 were there to celebrate prom. Now, prom is not something we do in Nigeria much. Only the schools that can really afford to be celebrating, doing parties, are the ones that probably do it. But I thought it was really good.
I think it's just the name. There's always that graduation party.
Yeah.
There always is. There always has been. I attended, but
it
wasn't with that setting.
I
think so. It's about the setting.
So
but we always had it now.
The secondary school I attended actually does have proms, and I've been aware of so many schools
Did they bring
that have
Bentley
proms.
to that one?
Yes, people.
They
You don't
bring
understand. They even
limousine.
hire limousines. Exactly, they do. Those things are like regular.
The dresses I was seeing, the limos, the Bentleys, the jewelry I was seeing, I was like, what? And these kids are like max 17 years old.
Prom is a huge event
amazing.
for high school kids.
Yeah, it is.
It
so
is.
hopefully
graduation party.
Basically.
It's Mike is taking the graduation party.
That's what it is. Is there anything?
No, the graduation party has taken place. Now, prom is supposed to be like where you guys act like princes and princesses, and you have your prom king and prom queen,
so the prom
and you spend a lot of money you
queen.
Shouldn't really have spent.
But it is party now after you finish school.
But
you can't do prom before you finish school.
People don't mix graduation party with prom.
I want people to go online and check out the new prom king and prom queen. They were selected right there and they were given all the glamming up of life on stage.
If I check them out, would they pay me?
It was really good.
Would they pay me? Okay, but really so online, Whiskey is trending. Today's his birthday, and that's why he's trending and all of that. But the big one has to be that. So happy birthday, Whiskey. So let's not be like...
happy birthday, Whiskey.
Yeah. So, but the big one has to be the Chris Brown and Davido feature. So it has brought quite a lot of things. The battle will continue. And I love that battle, by the way. Davido Whiskey battle should always continue.
It's healthy,
necessary.
Healthy rivalry.
It is necessary. I mean, that's why Ronaldo will not get as good as he is if there's no Messi.
Yeah.
Same way for both of them. So it helps. So for those of you, the fans that are there doing your thing, it makes them more... They are representing us well. I mean, Chris Brown.
But the song, is it out yet?
No, not yet.
Because I know they were promoting it.
No, they are. The promo is still on, and everybody's like, Davido is the man in demand now.
Davido's song featuring Chris Brown.
I don't know who's featuring.
From what I saw on their posters that they posted.
Both of them sang together.
Give me 5. In
Davido sang. Whiskey.
They sang and then they made
Chris
a
Brown
song.
sang. They came together. Head blown. That's what it is.
Thank you for staying tuned to Wake Up Nigeria. Earlier, we talked about shapes of faces and juries. We've been talking about that since 6 a.m. And it's about time for us to show you what we were talking about. Now, Stella Aguana will be doing that showing. And she has a thing or two to say about styling earrings to suit different face shapes. So what face shape do you have?
I have a heart-shaped face.
A heart-shaped face?
Yes,
okay.
I do. So it took me time. For everybody normally thinks they have an oval-shaped face. We all just think oval, because oval is like the almost perfect kind of face of shape of face. So it took me time to realize I have an heart-shaped face. Okay. My face is more narrow down and it broadened up. Okay. Towards my forehead.
So it's not oval?
No, it's not oval.
Okay. So let's start from you now. I see you have chandelier earrings.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, so is that the perfect kind of earring for your shape of face?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. I can't wear hoop earrings, the round big earrings, because they do not bring out my natural beauty, if you allow me to use that. So I have to wear things that are dropping, things that make my face a bit more oval, more elongated in a way to create that balance in my face.
Okay, okay, great. Now I see you have a selection of earrings here. So now let's match the earrings to the shapes of faces. So we start from the heart shape, which is yours, and then now we talk about oval-shaped face. What earring would someone with an oval face make use of?
Okay, for the oval face shape, I would say they're like the superhero of faces, if you allow me to say that. So they can wear almost any earring, almost anything. They get away with literally everything. Their faces are more, they're wider forehead.
So take a look at what's on your screen right now.
Okay.
Yes, so that's an oval-shaped face, right?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Okay, so what she can wear any kind of earring.
Yes, she can wear pearl studs. She can wear, for a more classy look, she should go with something pearl studdy, something more chandelier to elongate her face, to make her look glam like she looks already.
She does look glam. Okay, so moving from the oval shape to the superhero of faces, we also have the round shaped face.
Yes, we do.
So what should someone with a round face make use of?
For a round face shape, her face is prominent on the cheekbone area, and the jawline is round, and forehead too is round hairline.
Okay.
So for a face like
what we
that,
have on the screen, that's a round shaped face, right?
we can, yes, that falls for a round shaped face.
Okay.
For a round shaped face, stay away from anything round.
Okay.
Because you're just going to make yourself look rounder. So try and do something more dropping, something that gives your face more length, something that pulls your chin down more.
Is there anything here that around
yes,
this
you can.
looks
you
like?
can use this.
I think I'm an expert at this, don't you think so?
Yes, you are, Mary.
Yeah, I
Trust
picked
me.
the right one. Okay, so this is perfect for someone who has a round shaped face.
Yes.
Can you see that? Okay, so moving on from the round shaped face, what we have what we call the oblong face.
Well, oblong is also rectangular. Then they have, their faces are more narrow.
Okay.
So the headline, their forehead and their jawline are kind of the same. So they're just like a straight kind of face. For them, you don't want to do something too long and straight earrings. So you need a bit of hoop earrings to work for you. Round, something with that drops with a round dangly earring, something to soften that look, something to make you more depth.
I want to
Mary
see
is at it again.
I can get this. Is this going to work?
Yes, that can work.
See, I'm quite an expert at this. Don't try me. So this works for someone with an oblong face.
Yes, this too works.
This too, as a matter of fact, okay. So if you've got an oblong face, you want to use earrings like this, see? So they would further emphasize your face and make you look really glam, as she said. Okay. So what other face do we have?
Okay, so we have the square face shape.
Okay.
So the square face shape, the jawline and the cheekbone are the same, they're like the same width.
Okay.
That's how they're just, it's like straight.
Okay.
But for them, you also don't want to do something that shortens their face, because the face is already looking shorter. So you have to make it long. Elongating the face to work. So you can do a dangling earring, like the one I'm wearing, that one I have on. You can do that. You can do a chandelier earring, but you have to go narrow. Don't go wide.
Okay.
A narrow
so
chandelier
it has to be
earring.
narrow if your face is square shape.
Square face, because if you go wide, it's going to make it look too wide. Your face look too wide, then you're not bringing out that natural beauty in you.
Oh, wow. So what other face do we have?
We also have the diamond face shape.
The diamond face shape?
Yeah, we do.
The diamond shape. I could do with some diamonds right now. Okay, so what is it for the diamond shaped face?
The diamond shaped face has prominent cheekbones.
Okay.
And she has a more slimmer a slimmer forehead and a narrow cheekbone. So a narrow jawline.
Okay.
So her prominent cheekbone, she's like more a shape of a diamond.
Is that my face?
No.
You just broke my heart. So what's the shape of my face?
To really tell the shape of your face, you have to do a measurement. You have to know your face measurements.
So
you have to use a tape.
Like
well,
this.
I can guess, but
guess.
I may not be right.
You've already said it's not diamond, so
it's not diamond.
accepting
No,
anything.
I will put you in. Don't bend your head too much. I'll put you. Let's see. I'll put you in a square face shape.
Square face?
Yes.
See, if you see my pictures, you will just
but
say
you could also,
all faces.
because your hairstyle also shows, because now your hair, one part of your hair is covering your face, so it's not really, if I could just measure and use a ruler and how to measure, you will know your exact shape of face. So don't guess.
Okay.
Do the measurements.
So this works for diamond. Let's
yes,
just quickly point this out. Okay, so this is for diamond.
But for diamond, to stay away from diamond-shaped earrings. They do not help your face.
Okay, fantastic. So stay away from diamond-shaped earrings. Bring them to me. I'll take better care of them and use them better, okay? Well, it's time for us to go straight for a music performance on the open space. And this one is by LK Kudi. Hi, LK.
It's Young John, the wicked producer.
I wish I could fly away with you, far away, far away.
You're welcome again. It's time for us to have a conversation with LK Kudi. You watched his performance earlier, right? Well, he is an Afro-pop new age artist with a strong connection to his ancestral background. In 2012, he emerged as the winner of the Blackberry Super Campus Crew competition.
Ancestral background, I like that one. It's slowly becoming a household name in the Nigerian entertainment scene and has opened shows for great acts like Two-Face, MI, Whiskey, Nato C, and so on.
Impressive CV.
Yes. Thank you. The man with the strong ancestral background.
That note.
Yeah, no, sure. But the man with the strong ancestral background. What's your earliest memory of your village?
Yo, man, to blow your mind, and I really don't connect.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
so where does the ancestral background come from?
It's just like an infusion in my music, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I just say masquerade don't pursue you or something village, or you know.
No, exactly.
So, LK Kudi, yes, you were able to win a competition.
Yeah, right.
But the song that actually really made you famous was the one you did with Olamide and Any Money, I believe.
Oh yeah. So I've been on a couple huge collaborations.
Okay.
I had one initially, first in like 2014, I think, with Inyanya.
Okay.
I started with Vanilla. Then I had with You, where I featured Young Six on the original. Okay. Then I had a remix, with Wizkid. So it was me, with, Young Six and Wizkid. Okay. And then I did the collaboration. I was on the collaboration with Any Money, Kiss Daniel, Cranium, and then Olamide.
That's a huge lineup.
Huge
lineup.
Yeah,
how were you able to work it out?
Like how we were able to get the collaboration.
How were you able to put it together?
So it was just a thing of time and chance. Yeah, so apparently we're in ABJ for an event, and then Cranium was around too, because Cranium and I were like very good friends. Okay. And then so he was around in Nigeria, and then he just passed me up, and I told him, yo, we're going to ABJ. He's like, oh, it's coming to ABJ as well. Okay. And then so Kiss and I were all, like Flybo, were all in ABJ, and then Cranium was around, and then Olamide was around at the time. So we just all linked up. I sort of like initially linked up Olamide, and then I just called my homeboy like Cranium, yo, what's up, I'm here. Let's all link up. So, and then basically we just came together and made it.
Now some people, there are different experiences when it comes to making or collaborating with big artists. Some people say they've paid them. Some people say, okay, they just jump on it. Now you've collaborated with Wizkid, Olamide, and all the rest. What has been your experience with them? Did you have to drop something? Which I don't have any problem with anyway. No, wait, hold on, before you answer. Some people would say that, oh, look, if you want my intellectual content or whatever on your work, it's my content, and there is nothing wrong if I want you to pay for it, first of all. Some people go like, when an artist says, look, you want me on something, pay for it. There's nothing wrong with that, yeah? So, but people go about, what has been your own experience with collaborating with these big artists?
So for me, it's not been the same case with other people. I don't know about other people's exact stories, but for me, it's just been a thing of grace and privilege. I feel really privileged, to have names like this, be on my record.
So you just walked up to Whiskey and you didn't drop anything?
And I never really like stayed in the studio to record the
Okay,
song.
sure. Yeah, normally you just send your own, the person drops
so
his own
I was somewhere in Lagos, and then at the time it's funny because, Lagos is like the entertainment hub, so I was...
It's not worse, it still is.
It still is.
And it was worse than you. Where's the hub now? Abuja.
No, because I'm talking in past tense here, but
okay.
So for me, Lagos is the entertainment hub, so I came, to Lagos, and then trying to be on my ground, and then I think there was an event in ABJ where Weez went for, I think, so at the after party of the event or so he sort of had the record and then picked interest in it, and then I think the rest was history.
Yeah, so that's how you got him to jump on that song.
Olamide, you're spoken about it. So you never had to drop for anybody?
Oh, no.
Okay,
not
so
at
but
all, no.
I want to feature you now. Would you want to take?
Okay.
No, what you want to? I mean, come on now.
No.
It's your work, it's your voice, man. Would you want to get some bar for it?
No. There's music royalties and the rest to sort out all those ones. So yeah, that's a different case. But why would I have to do that?
So the music royalties were what sorted out the collaborations you've had so far?
No, funny enough, we didn't even have like an exact conversation about that.
Yeah, most times.
So it's just the music, it's just the vibe. If the music feels right, if it feels good, why not?
So I see you have quite a number of collaborations.
Yeah.
So let's assume you can do more collaborations, of course. What artists haven't you been able to have on any of your tracks but would like to do a song with?
Honestly, off the top of my head, I'm not exactly trying to I'm not exactly thinking of anybody. It's just I just go with the flow as it comes.
So anytime you meet them, then you just try to work out something with them?
Yes, preparation and opportunity. So preparation is me having my records, and then opportunity is meeting just like anybody that's available to be on the record. Yeah. So it's just basically, it's not like I really have it planned, like going out on the day and saying, oh, I want to have this guy. Yeah.
Now your music career is more like a dream of so many young people.
I know.
You seem to have entered the right crowd at the right time, and everything has been vibing. But before the big break you had initially, the competition you won, was it a struggle, or you've always had it smoothly, literally?
Nobody exactly has it like really, really smooth, but I think it's like just different strokes for different folks at the end of the day. But prior to when I had the collaboration, I was in school at the time, definitely. So it was hustle and bustle. So I remember the Blackberry Super Campus crew at the time was for universities, and then so I was in a group at the time, No Limits, and then so it was I was in University of Abuja, and then we competed against University of Lagos. Funny enough, that had Ricardo at the time. And then, but he wasn't Ricardo. So so we won over University of Lagos, University of Calabar, and University of Port Harcourt. It was a struggle, but I wanted more, because me, I've always been an ambitious guy. So I remember I told my other homeboy in the group, I was like, yo, it's not enough. We're just local champions. You understand? So at the time I got a call from Gospel on the Beats, brother Spiroach Beats, and it's like, yo, okay, there's a competition going on, Gospel is like organizing a competition, and then it won't be bad if you come around, because I've seen you freestyle a lot of times in the studio, so just come try it. And then so my friend and I...
What year was this?
This was like in 2011,
2012?
2012, 2013.
2013?
Yes,
okay.
2013. So yeah, we just decided to go for the competition. My friend was really feeling like a Daska, just like, we don't have to do these things, like, you know, we're the winners of that. Like, let's just try. And then we just went, and then, so he actually came first. And then, because we went together, but performed individually. So he came first, and then I came last. You know, that taught me a lesson that, you know, not like, sometimes positions don't exactly determine, you know, how far you go in life. So yeah, I came last, and then he came first. But somehow, gospel sort of piqued interest, you know, in me personally, because of maybe my style of music and everything, and then that's how we just, you know, started, and then from there, got the offer, and then started.
How far are we taking this? Okay, Kudi, how far are we taking this?
Like, you mean the music?
Yes.
Yeah,
the music, where
are we taking this
everything.
to? By the way, this is your style, Sha. This pants. Does it get to the shoes?
No, I deliberately did it.
It's your trademark, it's your style.
I just like to fold up my because I have a white socks. It's just basically about socks and the sneakers.
Like that. Your head is there. So how far are we taking this?
For me, it's basically fulfillment over achievement. So for the fact that it keeps me fulfilled for the rest of my life.
Why this deep?
It's very deep.
This deep fulfillment over achievement.
Yeah, man. So I'm not really doing it because it just basically makes me feel fulfilled. It keeps me fulfilled. So,
I like
and then
that.
fulfillment is supposed to be for a lifetime. So yeah, so long as it keeps me fulfilled for the rest of my life, why not? I'm here. More importantly, I'll just keep evolving. I'll pay attention to time, and then, you know, evolution is key. So I'll just keep evolving, and then
Take that home with you. Fulfillment over achievement. Okay.
Lots to learn from.
Let's have a feel of some fulfillment this morning. Let's have a feel of that. Let's have a feel.
Right now,
So, Titi should have started the show with
Yes,
LK
can you
Kudi.
see the orange thing going on?
Oh yeah, that's true.
They should have. They should have. But I can't get that stuff off my mind, and I'll take it today. Fulfillment over achievement. I mean, that's something, because of the pressure to want to show people that I've succeeded, people want people to see that they have achieved.
Yeah.
They have achieved, but...
And then the preparation meets opportunity parts. Amazing.
This guy, you'll go far. Yeah, you'll go far. In the fulfillment part, I don't know about achievement, but you'll be happy. I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
it's not about thinking about what people think and how far you've achieved and all of that.
Yes, so.
As long as you're satisfied with where you are, that's what counts.
That's what counts. That's what counts.
In other news,
I
love this jacket.
Thank you so much.
I think I'm gonna wear it.
I think I've gotten the most compliments for this jacket.
Next week on the show. So in case you're looking for it, it's with me. All right.
So in case you see a guy with black pants and folded up, white socks, without a jacket.
Without a jacket, I know.
Without a jacket.
I know.
Hope you're wearing something under the jacket, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, good. You're going to see a very solid reason that you will not pass that door without a jacket. Very solid one. Very solid
But
one.
we have to wrap up the show right now. You know, we're going to be here bright and early, 6 a.m.
Yep, it was great having everybody that came on the show today. LK Kudi. You guys got the styling for your earring for your face?
Yes.
You got the exact one.
Yes.
Which one fits
She
you?
couldn't. You know me, I already told you. My face is very complicated. It is round, it is oval, it is oblong, it is square.
We'll find it out, don't worry.
But he has earring good for his face, I think. LK Kudi. So his own is cool. Right? Big shout out to everybody. And
we'll
also
be back tomorrow.
We're back tomorrow.
Thank you for watching.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Bye.